Testing. Alright. Sorry about that. So, I know what I'm gonna do. I know how to. So, I'm gonna go in there. And we got about 2-3 minutes. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Have that. So, right here. Here we go. Sorry. I'm gonna have to get water. Hold on. Making sure it works. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna as if I'm playing for Texas, and then when I get and then I know what I'm doing. I know how to make it work. There we go. Let's do this. Yes. And then get out and go back in. On the backup, so if it screwed up, I still have another file that I can mess with to play around with. If I'm gonna pushing this back until I get it right. Hopefully it works. It was working last night. Hopefully this works. And since in the game there Paul Skeens, I'll pick Paul Skeens. Let's go to Texas. There we go. Clear skies. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful Thursday night for some Thursday night baseball. Game 1 of the NBL Finals. Here we go. There we go. And once it goes into the black screen, I get out, and then I go back in. And then when the game starts, I'm going to change it to neutral. Here we go. Hello and welcome to Twister Stadium, Game 1, NBL Finals. Texas Twisters in Tampa Bay Titans in Dallas, Texas. So the Texas Twisters 7-3, and the Tampa Bay Titans 9-6. There we go. Let's see the stats. So they're warming up. They've been warming up. They've been getting ready for this one. The Texas Twisters. Paul Skeens will be taking them out today, as he is getting ready for his start here in Game 1. And then on the other side, the Tampa Bay Titans. Game 1, the NBL Finals. Taking up the mouth of the Texas Twisters will be Paul Skeens for Game 1 of the NBL Finals. 2 postseason games started, 6.2, 30% strikeout rate, 18.2% walk rate. He is ready to go. 180 whip. Looking to get that ERA way down. Gonna work against that high ERA. We'll see how it does. And leading off is the second baseman, Ozzy Albies. And here, team select. Wow. And we are underway. First pitch for Paul Skeens. Oh! That hits Albies on the first pitch of the ball game. And Albies takes first. Had a dirty look at Paul Skeens on the way to first base. Here's Mason Wen. First legitimate pitch. Here's a strike. Low middle for strike 1. That's pitch number 2. Runner on first. That is Ozzy Albies. Skeens going to deal the 0-2 to Mason Wen. We found off these teams have worked much harder. Tampa Bay, they had to play in the wild card series, and they made it all the way here. I didn't think they were going to make it this far. The count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mason Wen. Texas swing and a miss, and he got him at 1-2 on a fastball. First strikeout of the day for Paul Skeens. There's 1 on, 1 out. Here's Mike Trout batting .323 heading into this NBL Finals. First of the 2 seasons of this league. 9 home runs, 14 RBIs. And a 1-0. And it'll be a ground ball. Oh. Throw to second. To first. Can't turn a double play. Make sure it takes first. But the Twisters get the second out of the first. Against the Tampa Bay Titans. For Tampa Bay, here's Sam Hilliard, the DH. He steps into the batter's box. Albie's still on first, 2 out, top of the first. Hello, Albie's going for second. And they get him at second base while he tries to slide in safely. But he's unable to do so. Good throw by the Texas catcher. And that's out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the first. Taking the mound for Tampa Bay will be Jose Berrios. 3 games started this postseason, 2-1 records, 17 innings pitched, 3.18 ERA, 124 whip, 12 strikeouts, 16.9% strikeout rate, and 8.5% walk rate. We'll see how Berrios does in his game 1 start of the NBL Finals. There's it, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe leading off. Home run, 3 RBIs here in this postseason for Texas, which Tampa Bay's played more games than Texas. And a sinker to start with that on the inside edge, and that's strike 1. Texas fans not too happy with the call there. He goes inside again on a circle change, 85 miles an hour, and it's fouled down the left field line at 89 miles an hour by Volpe. The 0-2 from Berrios. A slur down on the lower outside corner. And that had a lot of curve to it. And the slur, I know slurs have curve. That looked a little more under control, but it was still low, and the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So back-to-back balls by Berrios down this at bat. Hoping he's been standing still as a statue until that moment, where he fouls one off into the corner. So, but, yeah. So he got 2 pitches. He needed not move for either of them. 2-2. A drive into deep center field. And the catch is made by Aaron Buxton. So here is Lars Newbar. I think it's Aaron Buxton instead of it. Looks like him. I just don't remember. I have a good memory of the line. So here's Lars Newbar, the right fielder. Won't be playing short today. So the right fielder Lars Newbar at the plate for Texas. No homers, 2 RBIs, batting 200 with a 529 OPS. So 200. Newbar takes a sinker high for the first pitch for strike 1. Backdoor slurve, and the count snowballs and 2 strikes. So Lars Newbar. And it's all about the approach. To a bad approach, it'll be line. It's a fair ball. I thought they were gonna call that foul. I don't have a lot of the umpires. Yeah, I feel like they call anything, pretty much anything and everything foul. Sometimes. At least in real life, not. Remember the show. Online, yeah, they call it foul usually. Or at least it seems like that, but maybe a biased perception. The 1-0. Sinker on the count's 1 ball. Like, I've had a lot of balls there. I had a few balls on my road to the show, and like, I think that might be fair, and they called it foul. You know, we'll make it right to the bag, right on the line, and right as the bag will like bounce it off, call it foul. I call that fair. As the count's 1-2 to Anthony Santander as he pops one up third base side, very high, and the catch is made. Round number 2 by Max Muncy. Here's Jake Berger, the first baseman for the Texas Twisters. First pitch to Berger will be upper outside corner for ball one. So, whatever the counts. One thing with when you're pitching at a level this high, like this far deep in the postseason, there's a base hit down the right field line for Berger. Runner going to third. He's going to try and go home. He will go all the way home, and he will score, and it's 1-0 Twisters. RBI double for Jake Berger, and it's 1-0 Texas here in Game 1 of the NBL Finals. Base hit. Going the other way down the line for Jake Berger. The runner first just takes off. RBI double. Here's Jerickson Profar with Berger on second. So 1-0 Twisters, 2 out, bottom of the first. Good start for Texas here in Game 1. About how I would expect, because Texas, they are the villain. They are, you know. Tampa Bay's the underdog. There's another high fly ball. This one to deep right field. Toward the green wall and right. Not enough as Trout makes the catch along the warning track. Berger with an RBI double. And it's 1-0 Texas on 2 hits for the Twisters. We're going to the second. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Titans. No errors for the Twisters. The DH Samuel leading off for the Tampa Bay Titans in the second inning. And it'll be a 100-mile-an-hour fastball on the first pitch of the second for Paul Skeens. Got him in a fastball top of the zone, 101. Just all hard. And he does tend to start, like, sometimes he only pitches for 4 innings. But he throws absolute gas. It'll be a ground ball right. Short ground ball towards second. And an easy sidearm to first to Berger for the first out of the ball of the second. Center fielder Byron Buxton. 7 home runs and 15 RBIs, 311. Very productive in this postseason for Tampa Bay. But they have had more games than Texas. Postseason, so Texas didn't have to play the wild card. And they had the buy-in. They were really good. The Twisters dominated. They dominated Central in the National Baseball League. 1-1 to Byron Buxton. They did dominate the Central Division in the Western Conference. 1-2 to Buxton, and that'll be a curveball foul, and the count's 1-2. Like, when you're pitching at this high of a level, it can feel like almost disorienting. Even if it's the same stadium you've been in before. The only difference is the stakes are higher, there's more eyes on you. Stinker on the count's 1-2. Game 2 will be on Saturday, 3 o'clock start. And it'll be ground ball. That's gonna get through to the right side, a base hit. As Buxton finds some grass. As he gets a 1-out single in the second for Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay, they're really showing up here. They struggle. They are the ultimate underdog. They struggled the first half of the season and then switch flipped. Runner going to second. They get the out at first. So Dallas Stapleton retired. There's 2 outs. Here's left fielder Ian Happ to the plate. 4 homers and 6 RBIs. 3.5. Buxton on second base. On the check. That ground ball's in the dirt for ball 1. 67 career homers between Major League Baseball in this year in the National Baseball, this past year in the National Baseball League with the counts 1-1. Well, that's in the regular season, not counting playoffs, but I'm not entirely sure. No. Well, 1-1 to Ian Happ.
2-1.
Curveball inside, the count's 2-1. 1 on, 2 out. Angel Dale. 99 on the fastball. At the knees. Found away. 2-2. And Bay down early. Ian Happ takes ball 4 here. There'll be an opportunity. Harry Ford's up next. Skeens with the 3-2. Sinker fouled away at 94. Keeps it, Ian Happ keeps the at-bat going. 3-2. And fouled down the left field line. Ian Happ doing everything to stay alive. He seems to be pretty good at it. Ball 4. Ian Happ will walk to first. And there's 2 on for the Titans. Here in the second with 2 out. Very far to the plate. Right down Broadway at 101. Got excited about all schemes. I mean, he gets like 103. I would not be shocked because he is just ball curveball at 82. 1-2. Looking for the clean K. To get out of the second for Texas. 0-2. Now on a fastball at 100. 1-2. He's consistently throwing around the 98 to about 102 range on his fastballs. 1-2 from Skeens. Down away a 102 mile an hour fastball. If you don't watch baseball a lot, you may not understand how fast that is. You know, he's outside, 2-2. He might be losing his accuracy a bit, losing his command. Swing and a miss, and he got him on the outside edge at 101. And Skeens gets out of a 2-on, 2-out situation. We're going to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Texas. Here in Game 1 of the NBL Finals. Bottom of the second, Zach Jelloff, the second baseman, leading off for the Twisters. Twisters for the 1-0 lead. Looking to expand upon that as Barrow starts off with a circle change outside, ball wide. Good start to the inning for Texas. Pitch outside the zone. Back-to-back pitches outside the zone, a sinker inside. Barrow struggling to find command. Warner gets on the inside edge. Good pitch. 2-1. He's got to command the ball a bit better, which it's going to be difficult to maintain throughout an outing for a starter, especially if your outing is like 7 innings plus. Forward inside, that's ball 4, leadoff walk for Zach Jello to get they started for the Twisters, and this is a good start for Texas. Here's Cedon Rafaela for the Twisters. Imagine Rafaela in the real world playing for the Texas Rangers, because that's their neighbors, and they seem a lot like. They seem a lot like. I mean, everything is. They do seem a lot like the Texas Rangers. That's kind of the point. They are like the next door neighbor. I mean, not next door, since they're in a different part of Texas, but they are like the equivalent in the National Baseball League. Down 0-2. Like they're meant to be. They do not play like the Texas Rangers. They play more like More like a Red Sox. I don't know about Dodgers good, but they are good. Grandma for second, back to first for a double play. 3-6-3. Titans double play. And 2 outs just like that. And very smooth as well. And that was like clockwork. Bang, bang. That's how you want double plays to feel. If you're a coach. If your top infielders can throw the ball around like that and just have it just click.
Ball. 1-1.
And also being consistent. That a lot of times is very helpful, especially in a postseason-like situations like what you just saw as a and then rambling. 1-2 Tyler Stevenson. That's down low on a slurve, and it's 2-2. The seats are full here. Yeah, on a 2-2. Swinging a big ground ball down the third base line. Fouls on a 2-2 pitch. I mean, a bit of a rollover there, which. I mean, you got lucky there. That one. Testing. Testing. Alright, so. Sorry about that. So. Titans get out of it. We're going to the third. 1-0 Twisters. If they hold on to the 1-0 lead. Right back to it, top of the third. Titans still down by 1 here in Game 1 of the NBL Finals. This is World Series, but we called the NBL Finals. 102 fastball top of the zone to Max Muncy from Skeens. The strategy seems to be like half is what he's actually using in the games. Half of it's fastballs. I'm noticing that, and he is blowing it by these hitters. 0-2 to Max Muncy. Sinker out the plate. Just 94. I think the strategy is just use the fastball so much, and that when you use anything other than a fastball, it's like you can change the pace. And you can throw the hitter off. Swung and a miss. 1-2 on a fastball top of the zone. Yeah, 102. Holy. Alley throw. I won the Albany. I can't even imagine what it's like to stand in front of that and watch it go by. It is way faster than it looks. And Skeens deals the 1-1 to Ozzy Albies. Another fastball. So, I mean, he's throwing these fastballs high a lot of the time, and they're still swinging at it. Inside 101. The count's 3-1. He's not careful. He might have a runner on first. 3-1. Inside on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, it's ball 4, and that walks on the Albies. The runner on first for the Tampa Bay Titans. So Mason 1. Get another duck on the pond here. With this at bat, he struck out his first time. He struggled a lot this postseason just with a 152 batting average. Everybody wants him to deliver for this World Series. Albie's taken off to second base, but it's found away by Mason White. Albi's at first base. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch. The ground ball found to the right side. And towards the... Well, one thing about there's a few stadiums in international baseball, like many stadiums, they don't really... The seating was ground ball right towards short. Short throw to second to 1. They get 1 out, but unable to turn the double play. So there's 2 outs out of the third. Albi's retired. Now just a runner on first. Mason wins. Mason win on first base. Mike Trout at the plate. Trout fouls off that fastball. I mean, that could hurt him down the road if he needs that strike, because that would be a pitch to take. I would have taken that. A lot of others would have too, but he lines this right at second base. And there's an easy at number 3. We're going to the bottom of the third. So Twisters hold on to the 1-0 lead after 2.5 innings. Going to the Texas third. Josh Smith, the third baseman, leading off for the Twisters. 2 home runs and 3 RBIs during this postseason. Starts on a fastball high at just 96. Still really fast, but I think the slowest fastball the pulse can be thrown is either 98 or 99. Just for perspective. That one's well struck, but it a bit of an early swing by Smith. Taps the sinker at the knees, 1-2. And coming out to him out, especially in the equivalent of the World Series, it's the NBL final. Supposed to be played around like December, but didn't work out. Like right around the week here, right before, right after Christmas. 2-2 to Smith. The ground ball up the middle for Smith, a base knock. So, Josh Smith aboard for the Texas Twisters in the third. Yeah. Really good follow through on Smith's swing. Which that does add extra speed. If you don't follow through all the way on your swing, what's going to happen to the baseball is that you're going to get a slower exit velo, and then ultimately what will become, it'll be easier for the fielder to adjust, to get in front of the ball, and scoop it up, and make the play. But the count's 2-1 to Anthony Volpe. The rest already got a runner on first. The pitcher's got to be careful. A bouncing ball. Pitcher at it. He's going to get the throw in time. No, he doesn't. The throw is late. A sneaky swing by Anthony Volpe. And he was able to make it to the bag in time. Some smarts and a bit of luck.
That's the ball.
You managed to get to first base, so Lars Newbar, the right fielder, in a good spot here. Nobody out. 2 ducks on the pond for the Twisters. And if Newbar can make something out of this at bat, Texas will find themselves in really good shape. Back-to-back calls to start the at bat against Lars Newbar. Fly ball to right. Trout under it, able to make the catch, and he'll throw down to third. He's going to take off for third, and he slides in safely. Josh Smith at third base. The Texas Twisters. Volpe stays at first. Outfielder Anthony Santander coming to the play. He popped out his first time. Runners in the corners. Get the change. On the inside edge. Strike one. And over the plate. Bit of a lengthy inning here. Especially this bottom half of the third. Hits it. And finding themselves in trouble. The Florida was fouled off. 0-2. 0-2. Down low, that'll be ground ball right at third base. There's one. Go to first. Got him. Double play. Titans get out of it with a double play. We're going to the 4. The Titans leading off. It'll be Sam Hilliard. Okay, Sam Hilliard leading off the Tampa Bay Titans 0 for 1. 1-2, a fastball upstairs. Stays in the zone, and the count's 0-1. He's going with these high cheese fastballs. And they're absurdly fast. Pitch 50. And that'll be a hard ground ball into the gap in right center. All the way to the warning track. For a second, Hilliard gets a double. He walks into second base standing. Leadoff double, top of the 4th for Sam Hilliard in the Tampa Bay Titans. I mean, that was a perfect shot. He hit that thing so hard. I'm pretty sure that was over 100 miles an hour on that line drive. He's down Buxton. That was off the first pitch. Second one. Missed single his first time, the center fielder. For Tampa Bay. Titans, I mean, they're in search of right now. We're almost halfway through this game. They gotta get something going here. They want to compete in these finals. Keeper popped up in the count 0-2. He just wasted his 2 strikes. He's already up to a 2-strike count. He swings the long pitch. It'll be game over. Fastball fouled away at 99. And now he's got to work the count. That's kind of the situation Buxton's put himself here. And it's all about playing the game.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. Play the pitcher's game. Make him pitch good pitching. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Skeens struck him out with a fastball. 4 strikeout for Paul Skeens in 4 innings. Blew it by him. He just struck him out with pure speed. He's relying heavily on that fastball, but the thing with Paul Skeens here is once the hitter figure out his fastball, that's gonna break the illusion of Paul Skeens' dominance in this ball game. As it counts 0-2, he might be relying a little too much on the fastball, even if it is good. He's not really. His other pitchers just seem down low at 99. Sometimes throwing the fastball too much has got some runners on base for Tampa Bay. Texas still has the lead, but he makes enough mistakes. This game could flip upside down pretty quickly. That's going to Dallas Stapleton. He's up for 1, struggling it on this postseason for Tampa Bay. Another big ground ball that'll be found to the left side. That stays 2-2. Second crowd here for the Twisters. 2-2 from Skeens. Down low, ball 3, and the count is full to Dallas Stapleton with a runner on second. Sam Hilliard, right? Yeah. 3-2. Check swing, they say. Strike 3. That's out number 2. And this crowd is on their feet for Paul Skeens. A fielder in half to the plate. He strikes off. Oh, slider. The slider dotted on the inside edge, 0-1. And the tension is higher than usual, a lot higher than usual. That's the thing with when you're this far into the postseason. It's just so different from regular season baseball. It's actually insane how the difference. Like if you're to go watch the broadcast of regular season to the final, in every sport, it's just so different. It'll be same game, but the environment is I know the team you watch depends. Because if you watch a team that's like really good, you can have a playoff-like game. It'll rumble up the middle of it. A base knock. Runner around third. Hilliard's coming home. He scores. Titans tie the game at 1 here in the 4th. RBI single for Ian Happ. And this game's all tied up. Watson just got bat to ball. Swung through it. Got enough on that ball to get past the infield into the outfield grass. And this game's tied at 1. So the catcher Harry Ford's at the plate. Top of the 4th. He struck out his first time at the plate in game 1. 1-0 count. Top of the 4th. First second off for second base. The Happ is late. And they get him for out number 3. RBI single for Ian Happ. Right past Paul Skeens. And the game's tied at 1. Jake Berger leading off. Bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch from Bearless will be found late by Berger. And the count's 0-1. Swerve it away. It's 1-1. When I was watching Paul Skeens at bat, I was noticing that they kind of just swung at it because it was so fast, which went into them missing. It might be one skill, especially with like fastballs, since they rely purely on pure speed. You get as a hitter, you've got to like you're still you have to decide you distinguish when a ball is hittable. Oh, and he can't make the play. Dallas Stapleton cannot make the play at first. He's late in the ball. Bounced off the back of his glove. Yeah, actually it might have bounced off his arm. Couldn't make the play. Allows Berger to be on first base for Texas. Let's see it. Almost gets first. That ball is down low. Bounce 1-0. Second baseman went back to the bag. But Berger did not steal. Barrios. And 1-0. It'll be fly ball, right field. Pretty deep. Trout makes it. Throws to second. And there's one down, bottom of the 4th. Berger stays on first. The baseman Zach Jelloff. Down to 25. Barrios. Deal with 84-mile-an-hour swerve on the inside end. They called strike 1. And this Texas crowd ain't happy with that.
That's the ball.
Swerve out the play, 1-1. That should be ball two, if I'm gonna be honest. Should be ball two. And I'm 1-1. And Jeff gets a piece of it, but he flies it high in the air. Catch is made in left field. Try number 2. That's gonna have to be able to make the catch in left. So the Texas Twisters, I mean, they're struggling to find grass here in the 4th. More so than they have been earlier. They're struggling more than they have been previously. Grab it's gonna get past the diving first baseman. And there's 2-1 with 2 out here in the 4th. Rafaela able to make it to first. Good job by Berger to get out of the way of the baseball. And still make it to second on without anything on the rise. So catcher Tyler Stevenson at the plate for Texas. He spins in the batter's box. Waits and the count's 0-1. Tyler Stevens. A bit of an early swing on that swerve. He didn't adjust to the off speed. 0-2.
That missed. That's a ball.
Good take inside, 1-2 on that corner. Let's look at second base, back at the plate, and he wanted to deal as it's fouled away. And the inning keeps going for Texas. Stevenson keeping alive at the plate. Here again, trying to win it. And get something out of this at bat. As he gets on drive, right towards second base. Over to first, got him. And that's going to end the 4th. The game stays tied at 1. We're going to the 5th. 1 run on 6 hits for the Twisters. No errors. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Titans. Going to the 5th. So 34 innings, each giving up a run. 6 hits given up by Barrios, 3 hits given up by Paul Skeens. The score remains the same. 2 walks given up for Paul Skeens, 1 walk from Barrios. No strikeouts for Jose. Paul Skeens struck out 5 going into the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. High on the fastball, 0-1.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Counts 1-1. With the tap foul. And the counts 1-2.
Ball, that's up.
And down is 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to Harry Ford. Off the plate and a fastball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And with a line drive, that's going to be in the right center field for Harry Ford. All the way to the ball. Ford to second. And we'll stop there with a leadoff double here on to lead off the 5th for Tampa Bay. So they are celebrating in Tampa. And he got under that ball really well. A hard liner. A really strong swing there, which gave him that extra power he needed to get the distance he needed for the double. Here's Max Muncy, a good way to start this 5th inning for the Titans. They got the run earlier, looking like they're trying to start building on something, but they gotta keep the train going. They keep it up. So fortunately they found a way on it. And the part that what they've got to deal with is that fastball. It's still screwing up hitters. Skeens is almost on 80 pitches. Man, he struck him out with a curveball this time. 6K for Paul Skeens. This time a curveball for strike 3. Curveball for Paul Skeens. Both literally and figuratively. That is not, usually goes, but just either way. Oh, that ball is absolutely crushed by Albies. Deep right field, and that ball is gone. 2-run bomb for Ozzy Albies. Titans lead 3-1 here in the fifth. First lead for the Tampa Bay Titans here in Game 1. I don't think you could have squared that ball up more perfectly. Always, that's like literally a perfect swing. 105 off, 106 almost. 105.9 off. Makes the deal off the bat, 420. The 402 feet. And that's it for Pulse Games. Eventually, batters were gonna figure them out. Did take a little bit, but they did it. So they're gonna bring Luke Weaver in as a reliever. So the Yankees, he was and he is still, I realize, a closer, but the NBL, he's been in the NBL has been converted to a reliever. In the postseason, at least, the count's 0-1. Yeah, it's a good start. Circle change. Now, batters, new pitcher. There's probably a whole different methodology of philosophy for pitching. Kovac, the only one warming up the bullpen for Texas. I think Texas may underestimated Tampa Bay. Struck him out with a circle change. First K for Luke Weaver. Top of the fifth. Here's Mike Trout. So, Tampa Bay
that's a ball.
They're with the 2-run blast by Ozzy Albies. They're in pretty good shape right now. If they can put their foot down and take a 1-0 series lead, I mean they're gonna be in good shape. They will be in good shape for Game 2 on Saturday. Better inside, ball 3. Where you going to Mike Trout? Got a piece. 3-1. Hey, a gutter ball 4. Mishap there by Luke Weaver. Running on first base. Here's Sam Hilliard. Mike Trout on first. Hilliard. Sam Hilliard had double his last at bat. And he pops one up to first base. Berger gonna get under it. Berger camping under it. Able to make the catch. And that's gonna end the top half of the fifth. Ozzy Albies! A 2-run blast. Titans jump out to a 3-1 lead. First lead of the ball game. We're in Game 1 in the NBL Finals. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth inning. Josh Smith leading off. Texas. They're now in the hole. The thing is, I think it doesn't appear to be that they underestimated Tampa and said, "Oh, this is gonna be easy," and now they're what's the word? I mean, this game's telling him, not so fast. They're gonna actually have to play some baseball here. It's not gonna be It's not going to be a clean sweep against the worst team in the league. No, no, no. Pop up? Or like the worst seed. If they are, like, because this Tampa Bay team has went on a run. There's Anthony Volpe. Fleur fouled away on the count, 0-1. Right down the middle on a sinker. And the count's 0-2. Fly drive down the third base line. That's returned to foul territory. A base knock for Anthony Volpe. Long throw to second. And they get him. Volpe with a single, but he tries to turn it into a double. And it costs him. He bit off more than he could chew. There's Lars Nupa. As I just said, Anthony Volpe on that last play, he bit off more than he could chew. And now his whole team's going to have to pay for it. It just adds on to the whole Texas is digging themselves in. Barrios, he's getting better. They have come to play. They might have struggled at the beginning, but now they are locked in. Little bit ground ball. And for the first. Got him. The inning does come to a close. Not a great inning for the Texas Twisters. We're going to the sixth. So Texas, they're gonna have to do. They might have to completely, like, redefine how they play baseball.
That's a ball. One ball, no strikes.
Right. I don't think they were ready for this. I don't think they were. I don't think they're ready. Even though they had more time. They didn't see the what, 5 games? 6 games? I think 6 games. Probably a couple of they had extra time. I mean, we had like a really long break. You know, like 70 days. Swag and a miss, and the count's 1-2. I don't think they're ready. I don't. And he got him with a fastball for strike 3. Hopefully they're getting a pass at least the best of his ability. Here's the first baseman, Dallas Stapleton. And then there at first earlier.
Ball. 1-0.
Outside the reliever, and the count's 1-0. The 1-0 to Dallas Stapleton.
No, that's outside.
Not the play on the fastball, and the count's 2-0. We're gonna deal.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Stapleton swung it out, and the count's 2-1.
3-1.
Bit of a. We were losing his command a little here. Doesn't want to get into too much trouble here. Build a 3-1. I mean, barely in the zone. Barely. Now it's for the Stapleton. 19th pitch of the Cleaver's outing. He'll be over 3-2. Good swing by Stapleton, just a bit off in the timing. He hit that 102 on that foul ball. 3-2 pitch.
That's ball 4. Run
Ball
take
4
your
and a
base.
fastball off the plate on the outside edge. So Stapleton walks to first. Well, drawn to first. So the ship at the dock. Here's Ian Happ. Here's creating for a ship at the dock.
Ball. 1-0.
Probably not. I mean, Tampa Bay is close to they are in Florida after all. Counts 1-0. I don't know if it works. So duck on the pond for the Titans.
Ball.
Weaver is struggling.
2-0.
They say Weaver. Luke Weaver is struggling with command. What? And it's starting to become evident. He cannot hit the strike zone. Back-to-back balls. So it'll be ground ball. Foul. Gets past the diving baseman, but it's called foul. So he's coming back a little, but gonna get clean up.
3-1.
Oh, that's probably not. Yeah, I lost myself in a word salad. So 3-1.5 can get this over with.
Take your base.
No. Ian Happ is pitching up. Back-to-back walks for Luke Weaver, and they're gonna boo Luke Weaver because his command is suffering. Luke Weaver's in trouble here. 2 ducks on the bun and 1 out. Definitely some room for Tampa Bay to extend that lead. Anyway, for foul. As I said, Texas was not. They were not ready for this game, this series at all. I don't think they had any idea what was coming for them here in the NBL Finals. Tampa Bay is not, and this is not going to be an easy win for the Twisters. This game definitely won't be an easy win, but this series, I think it's going to be a lot harder than Texas is ready for. At least if they keep playing the way they're going to be playing right now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Does get the strikeout, but there still is 2 runners on base. And if it weren't for a really bad swing by the last batter, this would be an even worse situation. Once he takes the ball, a fastball low, ball 1. He struck out twice today, looking to get on. Good hit into the history, but looking to get a hit today, which, you know, find the grass. Looking at, and, fly it out. Shallow left field. Anthony Volpe is there, makes the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. He's, some quiet bats. Keep the Twisters, you know, at bay for now. Or keeps the worst fears at bay. So here we are, bottom of the 6th. Anthony Santander. Twisters struggling. Oh, that'll be a high fly ball on the first pitch from Santander. Deep right center. But not deep enough. Buxton at the warning track, able to make the catch. Draw number 1 on the first pitch of the 6th inning. It's Dick Burker. Burger looking for a burger bomb today. 2 for 2.
That's the ball.
Yeah, he's looking for that burger bomb. And this Texas team needs it. They need some runs. I always think that. I wouldn't say the ship ain't sinking just yet. They've got to right the ship before it goes even more off course. First thing pops up and the count's 2-1. And we'll see on Saturday whether or not they can right this ship. There's the ground ball. Oh, Stapleton struggling to field it for the second time today. He does get the out. But no concern with Dallas Stapleton there. It might be Denver. If Tampa has any weak spots, it might be their first baseman, Dallas Stapleton. It might be him. He's struggling with that, I can tell. Outside of that, Tampa they have come to play. Webb and Little warming up in the Titans bullpen.
No, that's out.
And Sturkson Profar takes back-to-back outside pitches, 2-0. And off the end of the bat of Profar, 2-1. It would have been better if he took ball 3. There steals. Foul ball. Yeah. 87th pitch on the way from Barrios. Deals a slur on the lower inside corner of the count is full. Jill off on deck. Now, Tampa, even though they're ahead, they can't get too cocky. Which may seem to be happening. It's all about who makes the least mistakes. Tampa Bay gets too cocky, then Texas Bergamot won't be able to get right back into, that'll be a fly ball. This one going to go to deep left center field. Half towards the one track, a nice catch. In left field, 3.5, and that ends the inning. We're going to the 7th. 3-1 Tampa Bay after 6. So Drew Pomeranz coming in for the Twisters here in the 7th. 5 postseason games for this postseason. And a bad ERA, pretty good strikeout rate. Let's see how he does. Face one. Young run boy himself. There's some booze. Well, there might be a few boos in there. And that ball is smoked. Bad timing, but 108. He's about it. He's gonna be careful.
1-1.
He may just hit an absolute tank. We'll see. No for cap foul. 1-2 to Ozzy Albies. Only dropped that bat. Absolutely smoked it. Swung and a miss. A bad swing for Albies, and he strikes out. First pitch for Pomeranz. That was a bad swing. Then a bit of an overstep too. You can see he did a big, I don't know what that was, but cost me at that. Here's Mason Wynn.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
The bounce 1-0. So Mason Wynn, he struggled at the plate. It's both team.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
Yeah, right now would be the time to expand upon that 3-1 lead of theirs.
3-0.
We just gotta get the bats high. 3-0.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And that'll be a 1-out walk for Mason Wynn. 1-out board for the Titans here on the 7th. Right there to Mike Trout for the plane. Back. And back. So, right back there.
0-1.
Alright, so counts on 1 of Mike Trout. Throw back to first, and he's called safe. Nice to win. Goes to first base. Gets a lead. And the 1-0-1 pitch will be a high fly ball. This one gonna go to deep right field for Mike Trout. How deep will it go? It's off the top of the wall. win the third. He's gonna go all the way home and he'll score. And that's gonna be an RBI double for Mike Trout. And the Titans lead, making it 4-1. Yeah, Trout, I mean, he almost went yard. He hit off the top of the wall. Then he's in. Makes it win. 4-1 Tampa Bay. It's now a 3-run lead. Tampa Bay has come to play. And they are not holding back one bit. They were perhaps over-prepared. Throw back. Trying to call safe. One. Balls under and keeping the count 1-1 strike.
1-1.
So, well, they're out to play with a 1-1 count. Drew Pomeranz. All about. Line drive, base hit, into right. Runner around third, Mike Trout will score from second base, and it's 5-1, an RBI single for Sam Elliott, and the Titans keep the train rolling. They keep the train moving. 5-1 here in Game 1 of the NBL Finals. There's the center fielder Byron Buxton, top of the 7th. This Titans team is ready to. They're really going now. Buxton 1 for 3 today. Takes the first pitch, knuckle curve on 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
He takes the first pitch. His knuckle curve. And he's right up the middle. There's 1. The first. And Byron Buxton beats it. Gets first base, so they get the out at second. And that's all. Dallas Stapleton, top of the 7th inning. Up to the plate. He walked twice. He walked today 0 for 2. He's taking off for second base. He slides in. He's out. And that's going to end the inning. Titans extend the lead. 2 runs they lead. 5-1. We're 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Benny Rodriguez coming in for the Tampa Bay Titans. Bottom of the 7th inning. 10 postseason games so far for the Titans. 50% strikeout rate, a really bad ERA. We'll see how it does. Zach Joloff leading. He walked over with a walk today. And, I mean, they are really struggling offensively.
0-1.
Jose Barrios, every inning he got better, I swear, every inning. Pop up in the right field. Down, waits under it, and able to make an easy catch for the first out of the inning. Looks like it's a Tuesday note, the forgettable Tuesday regular season game almost. Good swing by Rafaela, but it's foul. It does not matter how hard you swing that ball if you can't hit it fair. Timing matters so much in this game. And he lines out right. Dallas Stapleton. 2 outs. Texas is in trouble. Deep trouble. I don't think this could play out any worse. The only way this plays out worse for them is if they're down 10-0. It's game 1 of the NBL Finals. They cannot hit. They had 1 run in the first inning, and they haven't got anybody over home plate since. 2-1 count to Tyler Stevenson with 2 today. That's one of the counts even 2-2. Another one from Randy Rodriguez. High fly ball. This one gonna go to deep left field. How deep will it go? And like the catch as it stays in the yard, and that ends the 7th. We're going to the 8th. Texas struggling to get much done in terms of the offense department. We're going to the 8th. So Pavlovich coming in for the Texas Twister. Our 4th pitcher now? I don't remember. Maybe we have a new pitcher every inning. Right? So, pretty good. Their ERA 284, pretty solid. We also bring in a pitcher with an actually good ERA. So, he faces down at Stapleton. So slow with the sinker, 1-0. Tampa Bay. So far they've done it.
1-1.
Outside of maybe Dallas Stapleton struggling a bit. Tampa Bay's done pretty well for themselves here in game 1. 5-1. Follow that down the field line, still dropping, it will drop and foul! Oh, he tried to dive and make the catch. And he was unable to do so. 1-2 from Pavich. Cooper fouled to the left side. This game. I thought Texas would be more prepared. I don't even know, man. Not what I expected at all. But I love baseball. And that'll be a bouncing ball right towards second base. Throwing in. Berger got him. And that's out number 1 here in the 8th. For the Twister. First out against the Titans. So the Titans with 2 outs remaining in the inning. Here's left fielder Ian Happ, RBI single on the 4. Got the Titans on the board. Remember that. And was the 4th inning. Looking to do the same here. So they've only had one guy at a time warming up at the Twister bullpen. I don't know why. At least when they show it, at least it was the second time they showed it. Both times there was only one guy warming up with a pen. 2-1. Check swing on a fastball. 2-2.
2-2.
And Kovac steals, fouled off on a fastball to the right side. They own this Texas team. I mean, they don't really cheer much. They just almost like a background noise at this point because it's not going their way. And that's gonna drop down for a bloop single into left center. And that gets down for a base hit. His 2nd hit today. Goes 2 for 2. Yeah, I think he walked at some point. So, pretty good for Ian Happ as he gets his lead. Here's Harry Ford. He was 1 for 3. Throw back to first. Ian Happ's called save. Titans leading 5-1. It's found on strike 1 by Harry Ford, the Tampa Bay catcher. Yeah, good swing by 4, but it's a little early. Counts 0-2. The ball is 2 strikes.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
First inning, counts 1-2. So, top of the 8th, runner on first. That is Ian Happ. And a bloop single in the left center. 1 out. Top of the 8th, 1 on, 1 out. 1-2 to Harry Ford from Povich as he fouls off the counts 1-2. So, right now, they're in a perfect position to take a commanding series, NBL finals take a series lead with winning this game.
That's the ball.
Fastball inside, 2-2. 2-2 from Povich. He'll be down low in the dirt. And the count is full. Third baseman Max Muncy coming to the plate. Well, he will. Once this at bat's gone, it'll be. Oh, nice catch for out number 2. Good catch by the Twister, second baseman. Third baseman Max Muncy, top of the 8th.
That missed. That's the
Blooper
ball.
inside, ball 1. The 1-3 Polish will be fastball to quick call back, and the count's even a 1-1. And that'll be a really good swing by Max Muncy, but it's foul into the seats and right. 1-2 the count, top of the 8th. Povich looking to get out of it this inning to Texas. Swag and a miss, and he got him the fastball on the outside edge. For outside corner, that is strike 3 to Max Muncy. Titans lead 5-1. We're going to the Twisters 8. So now coming in for the Tampa Bay Titans will be Keegan Akin. 704 ERA. Producing strikeout rate at 34.4%. And 17 points of winning specials. And 10 postseason appearances. Josh Miller is 1 for 2 with a single today.
1-0.
Fastball. Apparently for ball 1. And this is also when all hands on. This is all hands on deck as well. So this, once you get past like the second round, well, actually even the wild card. Once you get past the wild card,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
or if you didn't play in the wild card, I say once you swung and a miss, that'll be strike 3. Once you get past the NBL postseason, there's strike 3, 1 down. Anthony Volpe at the plate. Once you pass round 2, I'd say. Once you get to the conference round, it is all hands on deck and all nothing else matters. Everything you got. I mean,
That missed.
that's when every coach, every player, yeah. You don't really gotta save anybody for anything, since this is the thing you're saving all those players for. You get all your best guys. Alright. Swag and a miss. So you struck him out on a fastball. Very high pitch to strike somebody out on. That was like probably 15 inches above, the belt. Here's our sweep by the right fielder. Pushing and the count is 0-1. And down the left field line in the foul territory, it's going to drop in. And into the count from Lars Napier. And UNA Twins about to get out of this. Going the 0-2.
That's inside. Ball.
Now there's it's inside for ball 1. Another tough inning for the Texas Twisters. Been the story of this game. They're back. They've basically their whole lineup struggling at the plate. They're struggling to find a lot of grass. And there's a cold strike 3, top of the zone. And fans are unhappy with the performance of this team. They're going into the 9th. Anthony Bender coming in for the Texas Twisters to close out this ball game. I don't say close it out, but no ERA listed, 6 postseason appearances, 6 innings played, and 31% strikeouts. So again, decent. Not great though, but 35, anything 35 plus is really good. Between 32 and 35, pretty solid. And anything below 30. So for a foul, the count's 0-2. No one. Palme is on the ground ball right up the middle. Nice play from, I believe it was Volpe for the first, Berger, and that's out number 1. Here's Mason Wynn. That's all I want to Mason Wynn. This is their chance to secure this win for the Titans. Swung and a miss. 1-2. Nice sinker, nice win. He's also another point of weakness, specifically is not the plate. He's been rough at the plate today. We got ball to Volpe at short. Berger got him. 2 ground balls to short in this inning for the Titans, and Volpe's made 2 easy plays at short. Here's right fielder Mike Trout, our bat in double in the 7th, 1 for 3 today for Mike Trout. Overall, his batting average really good, 323. Seems it'll be 2-0.
2-0.
And gonna pace it off the end of the bat of that sinker. That's 2-1. Oh yeah. High fly ball. Too high, in fact. Flying out to right center, and that's going to end the top of the 9th. Tampa Bay will look to close out game 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Anthony Sands on there, leading off for Texas in the 9th. Brennan Bernardino looking to close the top of the Tampa Bay Titans and lock in game 1 of the NBL Finals. ERA of 3, 33% strikeout rate. In 9 postseason appearances, we'll see how it does. Anthony Santander, 0 for 3. Not exactly the type of batter that Tampa Bay needs. Texas needs right now.
That's the ball.
This would be the opposite of what the Twisters need, because they go down big. In this game, it looked like the first inning was like it was a Texas mirage. Or a Twister mirage. And then the Tampa Bay Titans said, not so fast. Because after the first inning, Texas, they fell apart and they shriveled up in the corner. And I didn't think they were gonna be this good. Oh no! Ground ball, base hit for Santander. Lead off base hit in the bottom of the 9th. With the Texas Twisters started in the 9th inning. Here's Jake Berger. They could mount a comeback here. That's definitely possible. It would be epic, but a lot has to be done to get there. Like if Berger hits a home run, for example, that would change things instantly, because Texas would be in much closer range. getting back in this game. Further upstairs, the count's 1-1. But right as it stands right now, they're still in bad shape.
2-1.
Bad sync with Bernardino. When you're closing out, what temptation might think, it won't be too bad.
That's a ball.
Check them out, and then what is going to end up happening is for Brandon Bernardino is that if he continue 3-1 count, he's missing the strike zone. Down ball, Fields. There's one. There's two for a double play. And the Twisters are down to the final out here in game one. Just like that. And here is the last chance for the Twisters here in game one. Jerks and Profile. And takes the first pitch, a curveball. Low middle for strike one. And right at the knees. Checks one. Basic strike two. Twisters down to their final strike. Bernardino about to win game one for the Tampa Bay Titans. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Throw to first and off the bag. And that is the ball game. Gerson Profar retires, and that ends the game for the Tampa Bay Titans as they take game one. 5-1 of the Texas Twisters here in game one in Texas. Game two here in Texas on Saturday afternoon. 3 p.m. first pitch. Final score, Titans 5, Twisters 1. 8 hits for both teams, no errors for both teams. And that is your ball game. So Titans lead the series 1-0. They took a commanding series lead with a 5-1 win over Texas Twisters. So that is your ball game. The story right now is that the Texas Twisters, they need to find a solution to their struggles here in game one. That's your ball game. I'm Thomas, your host, and I will see you for game two on Saturday. Goodbye. Good night. Have a good one.